Hey everyone, Traci here with Create Your Future, and today I want to talk all about how you are calling all the shots. This is your reality, and some encouragement about writing the script or writing the story that you actually prefer in your reality, that you actually prefer to experience in your reality. So that's what I want to talk about. I'm super excited. And before I dive into that, I just want to give you a quick reminder that we are doing a contest, a giveaway. Once we reach 100,000 subscribers, 3 people will win a free coaching session with the coach of your choice. And to enter, you just need to comment down below, be subscribed to the channel, and like the video. I also want to remind you that I am available for one-on-one coaching if you would like to get some one-on-one help in your journey, whatever you're trying to manifest and create, whether you're just trying to integrate these ideas, these concepts into your belief system. I would love to help you with that. I also have a course, a self-paced course that is actually geared towards just that, helping you to become more of a conscious creator and create everything that you desire in your reality. So you can find the link for both of those options, coaching and the course, down below. And yeah, let me know if you guys like the video. So let's dive in. So this is all about you calling all the shots. And I know that we kind of know this concept, but what I see happening with my clients time and time again, and something that happened with me in my own journey, is that we take experiences from our past, whether it's with our specific person or perhaps it's with our family dynamic growing up, or maybe it's even from a past relationship. We take those experiences and we allow them to dictate and sort of a little bit call the shots. We allow our past experiences to some extent, to some degree, to predict our future and to, in a way, an unconscious way, write the script of our experiences. So let me explain. So according to your past experiences in love relationships, or again, with your family dynamic, or just even if it's concepts that you learned, kind of like old paradigm concepts about relationships and how they're supposed to go, we kind of like unconsciously take on these ideas and we allow them to dictate our beliefs, our expectations, our what we think is possible. And all of these things are creating the script about what you're going to experience going further. Because knowing what we know about our thoughts create, your dominant thoughts about a situation, again, whether it's a love relationship, whether it's about money, whether it's about a job, your dominant concepts of what those things are, how they typically play out, those create your experience. And it's not until we start to realize that a lot of these concepts were taken on unconsciously and then realize that we have a choice, can we start to change the story, change the assumption, change our dominant beliefs on the subject. So let's take, for example, a concept about love relationships. So maybe your past experiences, whether it's growing up, whether it's a past relationship, romantic relationship, your experience showed you that relationships are really good in the beginning, fizzle, and then eventually end. Let's just say that's your concept. Maybe you observed that growing up. Maybe you experienced that. Maybe it's a little bit of both. It's probably a little bit of both, because if you absorbed that as a small child, you probably went on to recreate that in your past relationships. So at some point, you want to become aware of, conscious of the fact that that concept is generating your experience. And once you realize that, the next step is to realize, oh, hold on, I don't actually prefer that. What I actually prefer is that my romantic relationships start out really good and only get better over time. And the people that I love me just as much or more. They reciprocate my feelings even more. And our love, our connection, our bond only grows stronger with time. So that's probably a more desirable concept, a more desirable script that you want to commit to. And so what you want to do is recognize you are calling all the shots. Your past experience and your past, again, I feel like family dynamic comes into play a lot here. What we observed growing up really does have a huge influence on what our concepts about love and relationships are, but it can always be changed. So if you didn't experience a really good dynamic, then you can recognize that is not your story, that is not your preference, and you have the complete power to change it just by recognizing that is not my story, that is not what I prefer, that is not my desire. Because again, you're calling all the shots. You are calling all the shots. You are not a victim to your circumstances, to your past experiences, to your past family dynamics. You're not a victim to any of that. And to use like a little bit softer language, you're not bound to any of that. You are not limited to any of that. Like you're not limited to only go forward and experience that type of dynamic going forward, unless you say it has to be that way, right? You're calling all the shots. So this is where I want you guys to take your power back and understand that your job is to make choices, because this is your reality. You're calling all the shots. But a lot of times we, again, don't hold the power unto ourselves. We don't recognize that we are calling all the shots. We don't recognize that we have a choice. We don't recognize that we're not tied to that past experience, right? We're not here to look at past experiences and say, oh, I see that happened. That's what's possible going forward. That's not what a creator does. A creator looks within themselves and finds out what their desire is. And whether you have any personal experience, any proof that that desire is possible or not, you believe in that desire, because actually the desire itself is proof that it's possible. You wouldn't have a desire that's not possible. What would be the point? And that's not the world that we live in, unless you say it is. And that's where a lot of suffering comes from. There's nothing worse than having a desire that you simultaneously believe is not possible. There's no greater pain than that. And that pain comes from the higher part of you trying to send you a signal saying like, that's not true. The way you're focused on your desire, believing that your desire is not possible, is not true. And I'm trying to give you this message in the form of negative emotions to help you understand that you're thinking in the wrong way. So the fact that you have a desire, simultaneously don't believe it's true or possible, and that feels really bad, that right there is your sign to kind of like wake you up, to shake you up, and to help you understand that that type of thinking is not correct. It's not real. It's not true. Now, when you think about your desire and simultaneously think, that is possible for me, I have this desire because this is what's meant for me. The reason that feels so good is because, again, that's guidance coming from your higher self, letting you know, hey, the way you're thinking right now is productive. That's productive. That's how you get to your end goal, by simultaneously having a desire and believing that it's possible. And so your higher self is trying to let you know, keep it up. It's like giving you a green light. So again, you're calling all the shots. You're not bound to or limited to anything in your past experience, anything that you've observed from a person, anything that they've actually said to you, you're not bound by that limitation. The only thing you have to do if you observe something, heard something, experienced something that you didn't prefer is to consciously make a new decision, to consciously know that this is your reality, that you're calling all the shots, that the moment you make a new decision and you back that up with the faith and the knowing that you're the creator, that that's what's coming for you. That's what you're generating in your reality. That's the new script that you're writing. That's the new role that you're casting for these actors, these players in your reality. All you have to do is make a new decision, back it up with the faith and the knowing of how creation works. And how creation works is you are calling all the shots. It's really good news, you guys. It's really good news because, again, the fact that we think that we have to relive and re-experience the past and be limited and bound by those previous experiences, the previous dynamics that we've seen, but actually don't prefer, the moment you start to recognize that that's not a real limitation, the moment you start to let that go and simply recognize it as an opportunity to make a choice, is the moment you start to really move forward into a new way of thinking, a new way of living, a new way of sort of interacting with this 3D reality, with your creation, because this is all your creation. Everything that you can sense with your 5 senses is your creation. And you are calling all the shots. It doesn't matter what you've previously created. And everything right now that you can sense right now in this moment, whenever you're watching this video, whatever you can sense with your 5 senses is your creation. So it doesn't matter if it contains a lot of what you want or very little of what you want. All that matters is you recognize it as your creation and you start to make decisions going forward based on your desires, right? You make those decisions and you back them up with the faith that this is your creation, that you are calling all the shots. So I hope this is helpful. I intend that it is. If you would like more help with this in integrating this into your daily activities, your daily mental diet, the way you're starting to view reality, I would love to help you with that. Again, you can find the link down below for one-on-one coaching. And yeah, I intend this was super helpful for you guys. Please leave me a comment down below and I will see you in the next one. Bye.